Sometimes I go into churches and I'm going to fucking stop. Because there's no relief to be found in the church whatsoever. There's more fucking miserable people inside in the church than you met outside of it. Churches are just wall-to-wall suffering. Fucking agony palaces. But everyone's in fucking pain. Jesus up there and he's Mary's looking down at the ground, just fucking Padre Pio's going, whoa. Does God love us? Does God love us? Does he? We don't know, we don't know. If God loves us, he'd want to see us laugh. That's a fucking fact. Yes, he would. Why are there not more jokes in the Gospels? Huh? Why not? Laughter is an integral part of love. You have children and you love them. How much do you want to see them laugh? It's vital to you that they laugh. Sometimes that they laugh against their will. You don't fucking care. That's why we invented tickling. You come into the house at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning after having a few pints. How we round the night off, sweetheart. I know. Let's go in and tickle the kids. And you tickle them and tickle them and tickle them when they're clearly uncomfortable. Their heads have gone purple. There's no air left in their lungs and the only form of defence they have is by having a piss on you. Surely God feels the same way. There isn't one single story in the Gospel that starts off a Roman, a Syrian and a Corinthian walked into a bar. And there ought to be. Of course there ought to be. But people say, no, you can't have laughing in the Gospels because the Bible is just such a serious book and you can't deflect from the weight of the moral issues at stake. I say, shut the fuck up. Even some of the most sinister scenes of the Gospels could be lightened up with a bit of humour. Remember the scene where they're stoning the woman for being adulterous? And you fucking, who are you? What do you like riding the whole lot of us? There's something wrong with that, isn't there? And Jesus came in and said, let him without sin cast the first stone in him. Fucking Simon of seriousness. But just to lighten it up, we should have gone, let him without sin cast the first stone. I guess that's me. I'm only joking. Jesus was cornered by Pontius Pilate, and Jesus knew what was going to happen. He was fulfilling the prophecy. He wasn't making it up. He fucking knew what had to happen. But he gave Pilate no comfort. He could have said to Pilate, listen, Pilate, just do whatever you think is right. All this has been decided long before either of us come into this world. So do whatever you think is appropriate. I'm telling you, it's going to be okay. You shall be with me in paradise in about 8 years. He didn't say anything, did he? Pilate was there washing the hands in the crowd, begging for blood outside, and a good man in his court, you didn't know what to fucking do. Nervous. Are you the king? They tell me you were the king, is that right? Are you the king? Christ, for a laugh, should have replied, I wouldn't say I was a king. Jesus knew he was going to rise up from the dead as well, and he didn't say a word. He just kept his mouth shut. The big a heart full of love in the mouth of Zippo. That's not realistic, is it? If you or I knew that we were going to rise up from the dead, would we be able to keep our mouths shut? Would we? Do you think? I wouldn't. I'd be up there, go on, drive it in. Fucking drive it in. You can do it, put your back into it. Fucking drive it in. We'll see who's laughing Monday. Come on, fucking hit me. I know the story of Jesus is a myth that has been created to somehow explain the mystery, because life is a mystery, and we're trying to put some sort of a shape on the mystery, and we do that through a story, and we've done that regarding every aspect of our lives. Created a story for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. What is that about? Well, it's obviously about men and women living together, isn't it? A man and a woman, written from the woman's point of view. She's fantastic and wonderful, and she's talking about the 7 different fucking personalities personalities he has. Right? Lazy, dopey, grumpy, selfish, inconsiderate, smelly and fat. That's what they're talking about. So what is the story of Jesus supposed to signify? I don't really know. I know one thing. I know that the creature in our imagination, the mental Jesus, I know he's different to the actual Jesus. I know there was a Jesus the man. I know there was an actual human being called Jesus. But he's not the Jesus you have in your head. Is he? No. The actual Jesus. If you think of the part of the world where he lived in and the average height of men in those days, fucking Danny DeVito. Right? That's what you're talking about. A small little tan fucker kind of a... He's not the Jesus you have in your head though, is he? No. You've an 8 foot tall BG Jesus. With the big head of Timothy hair in them. That's where the phrase "bejesus" came out of. And I think of all the travelling I've done in my life. I've done more travelling than the fucking travellers.